Hello teachers of Dadimaa and Dreamzz Global School. I have brought you an amazing trick to help the children learn all the maths tables. Our objectives are always focused on child's education, going to school, feeling supported, accepted, and we understand certain things can always be difficult for the children. We obviously want to make all our teachers work very effective. And we want to ensure that the child learns better and does not have to learn by heart. And yes, we need to deliver value for money. So are you ready for the magic? Let's bring it on. We all know that the tables of 2, 5 and 10 are so simple. So let's not worry about them. We will focus on all the other number tables up to 9. Let's begin. Let's start with the number 3. Oh, this is going to be so much of fun. We just need to draw a tic-tac board which has 9 boxes. Can you see there are 9 boxes? You don't have to worry about coloring them. I have colored them so that you can understand there are 9 different boxes. What do? We have to number each box starting with number 1 and ending with number 9. And the numbering has to be done the way I have shown in these arrow directions. So it means we will start with this box, numbering it 1, 2, 3, come down, 4, 5, 6, come down, 7, 8, 9. Once you've done the numbering, this is how it is going to look. Simple. What happens next? Step is even simple. In the first row in which we had written all these numbers, prefix a 0, in the second row prefix a 1, and in the third row prefix a 2. What does prefix mean? Just writing a number before the already written number means a prefix. So 0 before all these numbers, 1 before the second row numbers, and a 2 before the third row numbers. What does it give us? Oh wow! Can you see? The table of 3 is complete. Isn't that magic? Look, the first row where you prefixed a 0 before all the numbers are 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 3, 6, 9. You prefixed a 1 in the second row, gives us 12, 15, 18. And you prefixed a 2 in the third row, 21, 24, 27. That's the table of 3. Why didn't we do multiplied by 10? Because we all know multiplying a number by 10 is just writing a 0 after the number. Was that fun? So, I enjoyed it. Let's go to the next number. Table is of number 4. All we have to do is draw 2 M's. M for Mumbai. Yes, there are 2 M's here. And what do we do with them? We have to start writing from number 2 up to 10 with skip counting. What does skip counting mean? After I write a number 2, I will skip 3 and write 4. After 4, I will skip 5 and I'll write 6. And the order in which they have to be written is shown here in the arrows. You start here, the second number here, third number here, fourth here, and so on so forth. Remember, it will only be from 2 to 10. And just remember, whenever we come to 10, we will not write 1, 0, 10. We will only write 0. What happens next? Let's see. We start at the bottom of the first M on the left side, write a 2. Go straight up, write 4. Come diagonally down, and in the center of the first M write 6. Then diagonally up on the first M write 8. And then come down again below 8. Remember when we said after 8, when it comes to 10, we will write a 0. Not 1, 0, 10. Just like this on the second M, which is on the right side, we do the same thing. And then let's see what to do next. Step where, let's look at the first M on the left side, where we have 4 and 8 written on top. Just prefix the number 0 before both 4 and 8. Then come to the bottom of the first M on the left side. Prefix 1 before 2 and 6. So they become 12 and 16. Likewise, now prefix a 2 to the bottom 0 and carry forward just with this arrow, red arrow which shows going to the right M on top. Prefix 2 before 4 and 8. Remember, we need to prefix 0 for the first two numbers twice, then 1 prefixing twice, then 2 has to be prefixed 3 times, and in the end, 3 has to be prefixed twice before 2 and 6 at the bottom of the second M, and lastly, just prefix a 4. There you go! The table of 4 is ready! Can you see? This is 4 ones are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and going up to 40. What a fun way and a simple way. Now, let's go to even a more interesting part. I'm going to focus on tables 6 to 9. That can be difficult for most children. But here, in this video, we are going to learn multiplying the numbers 6 to 9 with numbers greater than 5, which is 6 to 9 tables for numbers 6 to 9. Why not up to 5? Because the children have already learned the tricks of multiplying each of these numbers with up to numbers of 4. So let's move on to how to multiply and learn what are the answers of 6 to 9 table when they are multiplied to numbers of 6 and above. Children are going to love this. All children have to use both their hands as shown in the image below. You can take stickers with numbers 6 to 10 and each child will need 2 sets because as shown in the stickers, you have to hold thumbs of both the hands together and paste numbers 6 to 10 on each of the nails of the children. The left hand is the hand of the table and the right hand on this image is the times table. Means on the left side, if you wanted to do 7 multiplied by 8, so the table's hand is the left side. The second finger is of 7. And the times table, which is multiplied by 8, is on the right side, which is the third finger, middle finger. Take an example of how to find out the answer to 7 multiplied by 8. So you see the second finger on the left hand side, the table hand is 7. And the middle finger on the right hand side, which is the times hand, is 8. So what do? We just group all the fingers between the table's hand and the times hand, which is when we said 7 multiplied by 8, it means there are 5 fingers in between as shown in the green color box. How many fingers are there inside the green box? 1, 2 fingers on the table's hand and 1, 2, 3 on the times hand because we had to multiply 7 by 8. So total 5 fingers. So in our workbook, let us write 5 somewhere because there were 5 fingers inside the group. Next, how many fingers were not inside the group? So there were 3 fingers left out of the group on the table's hand. And there were 2 fingers which are on the right side of the hand were on the times table. We simply multiply the number of fingers outside the group. So there were 3 fingers on the left hand and 2 fingers on the right hand. So 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. What do we do with it? After multiplying 3 by 2, we get 6. So we have to write 6 after the earlier written number 5. The answer is 5, 6, 56. That's the answer to 7 multiplied by 8. Isn't that amazing? Let's try another one. This time 9 multiplied by 9. So just be ready to group all the table's hand finger and the times table finger. So how many fingers are there in this group between 9 on the left hand and 9 on the right hand? Let's count. Yes, these are 8. So let's write 8 in our workbook. Written 8. Let us find out how many fingers on both the hands were left out of the group. So there was one finger left out of the group on the left hand and one finger on the right hand. So what do we do with the leftover fingers? We multiply their numbers. So 1 multiplied by 1 is equal to 1. What do we do after this? So we had written 8 earlier and 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So we write 1 after 8. What's the answer? 81. Oh wow! That's 9 multiplied by 9 is equal to 81. Isn't that fun? This method solves all the multiplication challenges of table 6 to 9. There are 3 cases which have a slightly different solution. These 3 cases is 6 multiplied by 6, 6 by 7 and 7 by 6. For all others, the previous method will apply. Let us now learn how to do 6 by 6, 6 by 7 and 7 by 6 using the children's hand. Let's take this example where we want to get 6 multiplied by 7. Right? So what's the first step? Let's find out how many fingers are in the group. So this is the table's hand on the left from 6 to the times table in the right hand 7. How many fingers do we have inside the group? We have 3 fingers. So let's write 3 in our workbook. How many fingers are outside the group? We have 4 fingers on the left hand and 3 fingers on the right. What do? We multiply them and get 12. In cases, we would have written the first number and followed by the multiplication of the fingers outside the group. But here it is different. We first write the number on top, the first number, and underneath it we write the second number. And we add the first number to the tens value of the second number. In this case, it is 3 plus 1 and write it below 4. And the leftover second number, we just bring it down, which is 2. What's the answer? 42. This is 6 sevens are 42. This is how you solve 6 by 6, 6 by 7 or 7 by 6. Remember, teachers, what we just taught is not the right way of addition, but only a trick to solve 3 parts of multiplication in tables of 6 and 7. Under actual addition, we add up the ones value with each other and the tens value with each other. That was only a trick. So, please help the children understand the difference. It was amazing for me to create this learning module for all our teachers. We will always try to make the work of teachers effective and also learning a fun for our children. Just imagine on a Founders Day or a monthly PTM, you ask the children without using books, pens, boards, anything. And in front of all the parents, if children could answer the questions to any table up to 9, how amazing is it going to be? Signing off, Gaurav Tandon from Dadimaa.